Hi there! In this video series, I would like to share the things that I've learned about Pulp while creating my first Playdate game, Magic Castle. If you're already familiar with Pulp's basics and would like to learn more techniques, then you're in the right place. Today, I want to talk about some of the most useful Pulp editor features. Let's start with optimizing the game's performance and size by using a feature called tile highlighting. In my previous video, I said that importing a lot of full-screen assets has a major drawback, namely that we create a lot of duplicated tiles. You can see it here. I've got quite a few black tiles, which are all practically the same, but each one is a separate entity due to the nature of tile importing, which means they take up space. Now let's reclaim some of that space by replacing the duplicated tiles with a standard black tile. And also let's highlight this standard black tile by clicking on this icon. Now in the current room we see where the black tile is used. By clicking on the rooms list, you can also see where the currently highlighted tile is used in other places. Once you're done with it, don't forget to also remove the redundant assets from the tiles section. Scrolling back and forth to delete them is not very effective, so to speed things up, I will switch to the developer tools of my browser and use the responsive mode to zoom the page out. You might have noticed that as I remove those tiles, in most cases I don't get the "do you really want to remove this" prompt, and that's because of the next useful feature, the Shift key. The Shift key has two major uses. By holding the Shift key and clicking on a tile, you immediately inspect it, which is very handy, especially when combined with tile highlighting. It's also great for slightly faster removal of assets. If you just hit the delete button, you'll get a prompt. And if you click the delete button with the Shift key, it immediately deletes the tile, which is also very handy. I always have the grid toggle on. It makes everything a bit more precise and easier to calculate. And then there's also the show walls toggle, and that one is also quite useful. It highlights the tiles in a room that you cannot pass through, and this is especially important when testing. When testing the game, you always want to make sure that the players cannot go where they're not supposed to. The lasso feature can also speed up your development time, especially if you're reusing a certain pattern of tiles across several rooms. Once you've selected that option, you just need to select the area that you want to clone. And then with a classic Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V combination, you can copy and paste that selection across several different rooms. That's all in today's video. See you in the next one.